Well, Aaron definitely is a big part of the pitching history and foundation here for Northeastern baseball.
He embodied the culture of what it is to be a Northeastern Husky. There was a certain standard that he would hold guys to in terms of like, show up ready to play because I'm going to show up ready to play.
Aaron had a knack just for understanding the game. He had great attention to detail. He understood pitching at a high level early on in his career.
The work that he put in, it's really an embodiment of what I was trying to do with that program. You know, it's hard-nosed, gritty guys, and Aaron just showed up every day willing to work through whatever the adversity was.
The way he went about being a student, being an athlete, being a part of the Northeastern community, so much admiration that you want to get to know them better.
It's hard not to be around these guys and not to get fond of them, especially guys like Aaron. You're not going to find a better kid.
It was kind of fun to find ways to make him smile and laugh because he was a pretty serious cat.
Even though he might tell you he was, panicking or a little anxious on the inside, like he never showed it. It was always, that stone cold killer aspect on the mound that we're still seeing today on the biggest stage.
But Aaron is the highest draft pick we've had from the pitching perspective in the last 10 years.
He was a midseason call-up. We had that group of players, and I was just so pleased and kind of blown away by their maturity and their level of not backing down from competition.
As he went along in his career, obviously, he just distinguished himself. I don't think I'm going to be any different than most people when they think about Aaron when he exploded on the scene coming out of the Red Sox exhibition game.
I think he struck out Ortiz and Bogarts and Napoli. That was pretty special. Every time he took the ball, it was 7-8 innings. He didn't want to come out of the game, and he was the ultimate competitor, and he called his own pitches and managed his own game. And I sat back and waited till the 8th or the 9th, and then I got to coach again.
He goes as hard as he can. You take the ball away from him. I know there was times I'd take him out and he would pat me on the leg, and it meant a lot to me because, they don't want to come out of games, and I'll never forget that.
I had to make a mound visit. It was getting late in the game, and anytime I go to the mound, the pitcher knows that he's probably coming out of the game. And as I'm walking out to the mound, I see Aaron snap his head over, look at me, and pretty much give me a dirty look. The way I remember it is Aaron's first words are, "There's no effing way I'm coming out of this game." And in my head, I was taking him out of the game, and I just said, "No, you're not." And I tapped him on the back and walked away and went back into the dugout.
I remember at Delaware, late in the game, I think it was a 1 or 2 run game, and Delaware went to put on a suicide squeeze. The catcher had called a curveball, Josh Treff, and suicide squeeze, and Aaron bounced the curveball about 45 feet. And it ended up being a perfect layup to Josh Treff, the catcher, to tag the guy out at home plate because he bounced it. The guy had no chance of bunting it and came into the dugout, and we're all like, "Did you do that on purpose? Like, did you bounce the curveball on purpose?" And he was like, "Yeah, I heard the guy coming and just decided I'd just bury it."
Like you hear some coaches say, "Well, I don't want to get close to the players because when they leave, it makes it easier." I think I probably feel differently. I'd like to go ahead and get close to them. And then you're right, when you do have to make tough decisions, it makes it harder, but I think it's worth it. And like in Aaron's case, like we're still in touch, and I will always care about him. Now, if he pitches against us, I hope we beat his brains out.
I know I haven't coached a better pitcher here in my time in 13 years. He was a true student athlete here, engineering major, put as much work in the classroom as he did on the field, succeeded in both of those things.
One of the things we would say is, come to Northeastern and make your dreams come true, whether that's academically, socially, or athletically. And Aaron kind of personifies that. He just hadn't forgotten where he came from and the people that helped him. Congratulations, so proud of you. And I better see a smile on that face when he gets inducted.